Coach of the week, Rich. Who's your nomination for Coach of the week?
I've got a couple.
Okay.
Dominic Prologo, JFK, huge win over Perkins. That is equivalent to beating a Girard, a West Branch, a Poland. You could go down the list. That is a big-time win for that program. And I think a lot of people overlook that for some reason because, like you said, with Southern and how a lot of people around this area are unfamiliar with Southern right now, it's the same for that team. Nobody knows who Perkins is. They're from Sandusky, never in our media coverage, whatever. But that was a quality win for that program. I think for Lakeview, Sam Bellino, he's got this place going in the right direction. Big win over Niles. And then, I'm going to shout out Tom Pavlansky for Poland. That's a monumental win for that program in 2022 because, Hubbard came in undefeated. I get they barely won a couple of games on the last possessions, but beating a team that's undefeated and that you've had some trouble with the past couple of years is big for those kids. And now they got South Range. If you were to fall to 1-3 going into South Range week, I think it's very tough for the Bulldogs to stay afloat this season. But that's a big win for that program.
So we're doing kind of like 3 stars in hockey kind of deal.
Okay,
so I'll roll with that. I'll go with the first star is going to be Michael Dempster of East Palestine. Gets his first win as a head coach that I know of, especially here in Palestine. I know that the community has really backed him, and they're all behind the flip the switch and kind of the changing of the guard, if you will. So congratulations to him on his first win, hopefully of many to come. The second one, I'm going to go with TJ Parker because that is a signature win for the Austintown Fitch Falcons. I mean, when you're sitting there and you're playing a team that is so kind of Youngstown, right? People associated with Youngstown with the state championships and the long playoff runs in seemingly every sport, to walk into their dojo and to become the sensei as because people won't look at this. Fitch led by 35, and you can take that and cut that up however you want it. But Fitch dominated that game. Did Ursuline come back? They absolutely did. But I think that Fitch took the foot off the pedal and said, "Hey, we got this one in the bag," and it almost bit him in the ass. I think from that standpoint, both teams have to learn something from that game. But TJ Parker with a big dub gets him the second star of the coach of the week. And the first one goes to gold-blooded Andy Hake, man. How do you not go with Coach Hake when I'm on the field with him prior to the game and he's just staring a hole into the United Eagles, and he goes, "You see how big they are? Look out there. It's a college offensive line." And I was like, okay, are you telling me you're not going to win this game? He's like, "No, we're going to win it. We're going to win it. We're going to run away from all of them." So, I mean, they had over 200 rushing yards. Yeah. So, Valley came to play and two great staffs. When you look at DJ Ogilvie and Andy Hake, love their staffs. I mean, for me, that's a coin flip talking about who I like more. I mean, DJ Ogilvie's been such a great, person and great to us at YSN, and Andy's the same. So it was tough for me to kind of pick, but it's always fun watching Andy because it's like it's like watching theater. I mean, at one point he was yelling at referees, telling them that their sins cannot be forgiven. I was dying. So I'll take Dempster, I'll take Parker, and I'll take Hake as my coaches of the week.